Yo everyone, it's Jerome, Personal JD, and I just wanted to make a video talking about not really sweating the small stuff, especially with social media. I've had numerous talks with people about these things, and I just want to give like certain insights, obviously, of how I deal with like social media. I don't have a big platform or nothing like that, but in terms of like interactions, insights, friends and all that I just want to talk about those situations. So let me get straight into it. So first and foremost, yeah, one thing I always say, and it may sound kind of weird, but I always see friends as consumers. I never look at friends as a means of, they need to be promoting my stuff, they need to be liking, they need to be sharing my things. For me, I see it as like they have to buy into what you're doing as well as a stranger. People keep talking about, oh yeah, strangers show more love than your friends, and the reason why is because that stranger has a need or want for that product that you're offering. Like for example, I'm a videographer. I've got tons of friends that don't promote my stuff. That doesn't mean that they're any less of a friend. Every friend that shares my things, I appreciate it highly, but it doesn't mean, yeah, that I look at them as like a hierarchy. At the end of the day, yeah, their time will come. I know it's a bit weird and it's a bit self-centered to really think like, oh yeah, and when they're up there, that's when I need to start promoting their things. It's just a bit mad. But at the end of the day, yeah, not everyone's gonna buy into what you're doing, especially if you're a creative, or you're in the service industry, or you've got a product that you're selling. For example, what use do I have of a nail technician? Doesn't mean that I'm not gonna promote their things, but it doesn't mean that there's a necessity for me to promote their things. At the end of the day, yeah, sorry, if I find value in someone's work, of course, especially like if I see something that I really like, I'm gonna promote it. Whether that's my friend's work or a stranger. Obviously, if it's my friend's work, I'm gonna be more lenient. That's how I am. I'm not lenient, but a lot more forgiving. Like, I will rush more to the friend stuff. But the problem is, yeah, like people put monetary value on their friendship. Like, oh yeah, my friends need to be buying my stuff and this and that. To be honest, your friends don't need to be. Like, for example, I'm a videographer. What use is my friend who's in retail got to do with my videography? Like, he's not doing personal training. He's not doing anything like extra curriculum to really film unless he wants a day in the life of a retail worker. I have to get clearance of that. I've clearance from that store first to even be able to begin that. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. To be fair, don't worry about the social media interactions as well. I was talking to my girlfriend about this as well, and she was saying that how certain people will show you love in real life, but when it comes to the social media, when it comes to the gram, they don't show you love. And to be fair, you know, even that I don't necessarily care for. Like I've got friends that will like comment and share the hell out of certain other friends' stuff, but they won't share mine, and I don't look at that as like, oh raw, they're not doing it for me because they must hate on me and this and that. Listen, we're adults here. At the end of the day, yeah, people again still need to buy into you, and if you got nothing to offer, and it's mad, some people need to really check themselves, because if you got nothing to offer as an individual, if you're just gonna continue walking around life thinking that everyone needs to repost your thing just because that they say hi to you, then it's a problem. It's a problem in life because you can't get out of your head that people might fuck with other people's stuff more than yours. Whether it be a selfie, whether it be you creating something, at the end of the day, people fuck with whatever they fuck with. Whether that be stranger, like sometimes I'm not gonna lie, yeah, strangers show more love. People that I've never met before show more love than my close friends, and that doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, yeah, it's not my close friends that's gonna be buying from me. It's the strangers. That's how you get clients. So it is what it is, man. Another thing that I don't really sweat the small stuff as well is just little stresses, like little stuff like I try not to I try not to delve too much into like other people's business. So when people are going through certain things with other people, especially like in friendship groups, I always try to distance myself from that situation because at the end of the day, yeah, people are innate for picking sides, and people always assume, especially if they tell you their side of the story, that you'll be on their side. And quite rightly so. A lot of times you kind of have to be, you're kind of forced into that situation. But sometimes you got to check yourself and say, you know what, that situation is not for me. There's been a lot of times, especially when I used to work, college, secondary school, primary school, even, you know, when there's been situations between other people, and, you know, rather than being in that situation, you know, take a step back. People will feel the need to tell you what you need to do in life, or who you need to hang around with. But listen, at the end of the day, my life, my rules, and whoever I fuck with is whoever I fuck with. You know, I've had enough of people telling me that I shouldn't hang out with this person, I shouldn't talk to this person, I should distance myself from this person. And it's not just kids that said that to me, grown adults as well. Older people said it to me that, oh yeah, you shouldn't fuck with that person because of rare tear tear. Listen, at the end of the day, yeah, you're an adult. We're adults here. If you don't fuck with that person for whatever reason, that's cool. You can tell me what's going on. But it's for me to make that judgment of, okay, I'll take that on board. And if I've got a whiff of that kind of same behavior, or, you know, it's happened to me personally, and some people might be like, right, so it has to happen to you personally for you to believe it. I didn't say nothing about believe. I'm talking about for me to actually distance myself from that person. At the end of the day, yeah, if I've not seen those actions, and that beef between that person and you is literally just between you and that person, then that stays between you and that person. It shouldn't involve me or any other person. You know, so much times when people's told me, oh, bro, you need to distance yourself. Listen, I don't care. You do you, I do me, they will do theirs. Like, I don't care, like, literally. Obviously, situations obviously are different with circumstances and people. For example, let's say, for example, it's my girlfriend or something, and, you know, they said something to my girl while I was there or something like that. Of course, I'll be like, no, that can't run. Especially with my mum or family members. Certain family members. But yeah, so those are two things that, you know, I don't really sweat the small stuff of. Like, for me, I don't worry about those things because I don't want to lose sleep over those things. I don't want to lose sleep thinking, oh, why didn't this person repost my thing, or I should really stop talking to this person because so and so told me so. Listen, if they can't respect your decisions, going from the second part, if they can't respect you as a person to make your own decisions, then you're not adult in their eyes. They don't respect you in their eyes. They see you as a manifestation of themselves that needs to be taken away from a situation, rather than learning from that situation. At the end of the day, we're put on this earth to learn, and, you know, that person may fuck you up as well. But the problem is, yeah, you will never have known that if you didn't go through that. Yeah, sometimes the breakup, sometimes the heartache is hard, but it's a life lesson. Obviously, like I said, there's certain things that, you know, negate that. Obviously, if he's a predator, if he's if he's a criminal, if he's done heinous things, then please, you know, what the more opinions matter. But again, if it's small petty things, you know, make your own judgment. So that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it, or let's say it's not really an enjoyment video, but hope you learned something, or, you know, took something from this video at least. And yeah, I hope to do more of these soon. Yeah, that's it really and truthfully. Hope you have a nice day, and take care.